Gary Kayye.
Hey everyone, this is Gary Kayye, and you're joining me for another pre-InfoComm edition of my Rants and Raves videocast. And today I'm joined with Craig Stumbaugh, who is the Acting Vice President of Global Sales for Jupiter. Jupiter will be at InfoComm booth W1016. Craig, tell me, I know who Jupiter is. In fact, you pioneered something. You were the first company that had 21:9 display. I remember seeing it back at InfoComm years ago, thinking this is genius. So tell me a little bit about what Jupiter is and why you came about being the first one with that aspect ratio.
For sure. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you taking the time here today. This summer, Jupiter's celebrating its 44th year in business, and that's a pretty big thing that today in today's industry to be around that long and to be a pioneer and innovator in not only the 21:9 space, as you mentioned, because we introduced our first series back in 2020, but where our core products lie are in the video wall processing side. And that's what we started back in 1981, were the video wall processors, where we created many of the technologies that other platforms have been based on.
Yeah, and video wall processing has morphed a lot. I mean, it used to be, relegated to really high-end network operation center kind of applications. Then it dropped into retail, but now you're seeing it in social media command centers. We're seeing it in schools. We're seeing it in typical government applications, but also in a lot of municipalities and even IT departments. So where that market has changed a lot, right? I mean, we've gone from really high-end analog video to now digital video and even network. Where are we in that transition?
For sure. So, it's not so much a vertical market anymore as it is a horizontal market. As you mentioned, command and control is everywhere. It's all around us. Situational awareness is key to every organization, and security is paramount. So we're seeing the applications being very diverse, whether it be something school related for campus security, or if it's something for network operations center or small real-time crime centers is really where we're seeing a lot of interest in video wall processing, as we see more and more first responders get engaged and start adopting this technology to give them better awareness and visibility to the data that they need to see.
Well, another area that I think that y'all have pioneered is collaboration software. Like, there's a lot of hardware companies out there, but you've had a collaboration software product for a while.
Yeah, our Canvas solution, when we created that and released that 12 years ago, we wanted to do something that was kind of unique in the space. Coming out of the video wall processing manufacturing side, most software is associated with the video wall processor, and you need it to run the video wall processor. What's unique about Jupiter's Canvas collaboration software is we can deploy it in corporate and enterprise applications without a video wall processor and use our technology to window enterprise workstations, laptops, mobile devices with different data points or contact information or whatever it may be for an organization, so that they're able to have that directly in front of them. And that's kind of unique, basically turning any device into a video wall, even though there may not be a dedicated video wall in that application.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I see that as the direction. I see this as sort of like the vision of how everything's going to be done in the future. I kind of like look at this and say, well, I could do any application this way. With 21:9, obviously you've had an LCD for a while. Will we see more 21:9 incorporated in the rest of your product line? And what will we see at InfoComm?
You will. So last InfoComm, we introduced our third generation of 21:9 PANA displays. So we've gone through, 3 development cycles on that, and we're going to continue to develop the PANA series and expand that product offering and continue to have, better capabilities in both the PANA X line, which is our top tier series, as well as our standard series, which we refer to as our PANA D or PANA T. You got 2 different sizes there, 81 and 105. And we're going to add some new PANA products in 2025 to expand that even further, so that we're able to address different areas of the market and not just target the top tier of the market. So we're going to have a more broader encompassing product portfolio in that regard.
Yeah, so that's code word for less expensive. So that's awesome. Expand your market reach with maybe some entry level solutions there, possibly, is what I'm going to guess.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. You said lower cost,
Yeah.
but if you look at the market today, right now where our Pana D
Mhm.
series is priced, we're under 10K list price, which is significantly less than any 21 by 9 105-inch
Yeah.
display that's out there. So, there's been a massive amount of adoption in 21 by 9, and we're
Yeah.
seeing more and more organizations transition towards 21 by 9 and get away from the dual screen 16:9 application that you see in a lot of rooms,
Yeah.
and go to a single display that encompasses more of the environment.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the wider imaging rather than taller. Well, this has been great. Obviously you can find out more. You got a URL that nobody's gonna forget it, do you? I mean, like Jupiter.com. How could you not remember that? That's golden. So check them out at Jupiter.com. We're going to be at InfoComm. We're going to shoot videos on all these things we talked about here, and of course, they're going to be in the West Hall in booth 1016. Craig, I really appreciate you joining me today.
You bet. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, and don't forget all of our InfoComm coverage at raypubs.com/InfoComm. And you can, of course, always go to Jupiter.com. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you.